Friends, welcome to today's devotional. Our Bible text today is found in Matthew 7, verse 13. Enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and there are many who go in by it. For a long time, there have been people who have had the idea that the road to perdition is downhill all the way, paved with ice, and all you do is slip and slide your way right in. Venden shares his story as follows. One day I was visiting a lady in my local church. She was an older lady approaching 80 years of age, tall, sophisticated, well-educated. After we had visited for a while, engaging in typical small talk, I asked her whether there was anything I, as her pastor, could do to be of help or encouragement to her. She said, "Yes, if you could just get me out of this church and out of this religion, and away from this Bible and this God and this faith." And I said, "I beg your pardon." She said, "I have been trapped. I grew up in a missionary's family overseas. I had this whole business and routine of religion ingrained in me. I go to prayer meetings every Wednesday night. I can't help it. I don't want to go. I go to church every week. I wish I didn't. I've tried to get away from the church and from God. I've tried to forget the whole business, but I can't." And she pleaded with me to help her escape. I assured her that this was not my responsibility as I saw it. She was an exaggerated case of one who has discovered that it's not easy to get away from God and salvation. On the downhill road, there are huge barriers and mountains and hurdles to cross that God Himself has been responsible for. God is determined that everyone possible will be saved. He will not violate our power of choice, but He has set up mighty agencies to make it as difficult as possible for anyone to be lost. It is true that the way to life is described as a narrow way. Thoughts from the Mount of Blessings, page 139 explains, "Yet do not therefore conclude that the upward path is hard and the downward road is the easy way. All along the road that leads to death, there are pains and penalties. There are sorrows and disappointments. There are warnings not to go on. God's love has made it hard for deedless and headstrong to destroy themselves." 2 Peter 3 verse 9 reads, "The Lord is not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance."